Hey, it's Ted with Outlaw Window Cleaner. What's going on?
This is for the outlaws, for the underdogs, and for the people who was always told they were never gonna amount to nothing. Let's go. You now riding with an outlaw, the baddest motherfucker that you ever saw. It's a bus that I bust, think of guns, switch it up, switch it up, switch it up.
Bye.
And get them southpaw. You now riding with an outlaw, the baddest motherfucker that you ever saw. It's a bus that I bust, think of guns, hit 'em up with a shotgun that I got from my grandpa. I ain't them mother boys, I ain't them mother clowns. This ain't that type of party, this here ain't watered down. I make music, music for the outlaws. This is the soundtrack for all the underdogs. The never has been, the never will be. I represent them because they feel me. I can relate to them because that is me. Sipping on that good liquor, blowing them good trees. Sit round the campfire, showing our war wounds. This here's real life.
Telling you what, man, it is absolutely incredible what this guy, the message that this guy gives.
When in February?
26th, the day before my birthday. But if you follow him,
Hanging out having breakfast with Lee and Peter, our Tusa, or Tusa, before they go into their classes today. So it's going to be a good day.
So you can probably hear by the accent, I'm not American. I'm like born in New Zealand and spent some time. I went to Australia to breed, and I went to China to breed. So, so I currently live in China, and you'll see I've got my little boy here, and this is my son here, Harrison. That guy, he's my big boy. And so we've flown over, last week we were in New Zealand, no, the week before, last week we were in China, so we flew in like overnight. So if you hear me pause and you go, what just happened, it's jet lag, right? It's currently about 2 in the morning, my time. So sometimes you'll just see my brain fade, he'll say Perry, and bring me back, okay? So don't worry about me, I'll be all right. So this is the most passionate area of my life. We were lucky to meet this guy called Dr. Douglas J. Mills. He's an emergency doctor he was from Fort Hood, Texas, and he was in Ningbo, China, where we were, and we met him in Starbucks, and we were helping him, and then one day I said, so what's your background? Because he was making his own tools for rancher tech in China. And he said, oh, like I used to be like head of occupational health and safety, division of the hospital for the prevention of repetitive motion injuries for the 30,000 civilian workforce who are employed by the United States Army, right? And my job is, I've got a crew of 11 people, and we go around and examine everybody's work practices to reduce the risk of a claim, right? Repetitive motion injury claim. I go, whew, like, that's interesting. So he came out in the next 3 months, we got all these videos of us and Dr. Douglas J. Mills examining water-fed technique, water-fed postures and all these things. So a lot of this information that I'm sharing with you comes from him. He's currently an emergency doctor in Dallas, Texas, right? So he's like a real doctor. Sometimes people challenge me on that, but he is real, and you know, we've got videos of him, real. And but what he taught me more than anything else, because he's not just a doctor, he was actually making tools, right? And he said, this thing you've got, this thing called a water-fed pole, is a tool. Right? So we call in our industry, for whatever reason, probably because 50, 60 years ago, it got called a water-fed pole. But actually what we're talking about is cleaning exterior glass and the tools required to do that. Yeah? So this is tool talk, not water-fed pole talk. You know, and you'll see that as the presentation rolls along, is that once we see it, and he was the one who gave me the understanding, he said this is a tool. Right? And he would tell me about situations like the jackhammer, right? And he'd say, this is, you know, you go, right? And you go, that's pretty injurious, right? So you'd think the jackhammer is a really, like, not a good tool. But if you compare it to what pre-existed the jackhammer, those of us who are a little bit older, right? probably had to dig holes for our dads with a crowbar. Yeah, doesn't it? You have to throw that thing into the ground and throw it into the ground and dig it up and throw it into the ground and move a rock and all that. How many of you have used one of those? Do you call them a crowbar here? Sledgehammer. But that's the thing which hits it, yeah? But what's the big steel rod? That thing, right? That pre-existed the jackhammer. Now a guy goes, but that's much easier on the body than the big bar, right? So everything about, if you're thinking about safety and efficiency, then we're talking about the tool that we use to clean exterior glass. And we happen to have a name for it in the industry called water-fed pole. But I'll tell you, you can't clean glass with a pole. The pole is juxtaposed against the ladder, right? The tool that cleans the glass is a brush, right? So the pole gets the brush to the glass, just like the ladder gets the brush to the glass. You climb the ladder and put the tool on the glass, or the squeegee or mop or whatever. So part of this, those are the simple distinctions, and teach guys how to be more efficient, how to be more safe, right? And there's money in glass if you clean it fast, right? We're one of the lowest paid mobile contractor service industries, compared to roof washers, soft washers, house washers, pressure washers. There's big bucks in that. And we've got guys running around earning 75 bucks an hour and trying to scale out and build businesses and build dreams and, have multiple vehicles. So that's what I realize is that, we need to address that in our industry if we're going to have longevity and power and things like that. So we tackle efficiency is about increasing the hourly rate, making sure that you guys can get up to $150, $200 an hour. That's my focus. All right, I'm going to tell you the definition of efficiency for a window cleaner. It's called up, down, off. Right? That's the holy grail, right? And that's my target right there. My target is that you can put a brush on the glass, you can brush it up, you can brush it down on the left-hand frame, you can brush it up and brush it down on the right-hand frame, and walk away and know the glass is clean. Fair call? Can't clean glass any faster than that. We can do up, down, off. That's another story. That's another story, right? But that's good enough. Up, down, off. So that's, if you go, okay, I get this guy, right? That's what we're aiming for. Okay, let's have a look. So what we're going to do is talk about efficiency, and to understand efficiency, it's better to give you some definitions so you go, yeah, I got it. Because we've all got our own meaning, but try this one. Efficiency is like get more done with less effort. Yeah, so you'll use less power. Now, if you use less power, you've got more power left. We'll go with that. The other one is get more done with less time. Yeah, pardon me. And from a systemic point of view, efficiency is being able to take multiple steps, let's say 2, and combine them into one. So we're no longer doing 2 processes, we're doing 1 process. Yeah? So if you think about the wagtail, the Norman accelerator, those are tools, those are the ones with the flips, the flipping mops and things like that, and that's their intention is to get it, 2 steps into 1, where you're not using 2 tools and things like that. So there are lots and lots of things in industry, where this becomes, what changes the game, so you can get 2 steps into 1. Okay. So the next thing we're talking about is work. And most people don't realize that work is actually a scientific term. Like we go to work. But actually, if you go to Wikipedia and look up the meaning of the word work, you'll get this. Work equals force through distance. It's a physics formula. It's measured in calories. Work is measured in calories. What else is measured in calories? Food? Food. I like it. Yes. So food is measured in calories and work is measured in calories. So we're like little calorie machines. We work, we eat, 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 we work, we eat. Every day. That's the life of a window cleaner. Yeah? Calories in, calories out, calories in, calories out, calories in, calories out. So if we're going to talk about efficiency, like we're going to be looking at how we burn calories, yeah? So if the definition of work is force through distance, then let's talk about, what is force? Force is the effort applied to both acceleration and continued movement.
What's up, man? What's going on, buddy?
That's it. And then up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now that's a storefront clean last week. It's clean. So if you would have gone with your mop.
You gotta get up there and get these.
If you would have gone with your mop like that, and then pulled out your squeegee and taken that dirty water off the glass once, then you use the brush once. But if you hit the glass and you go, because we're professionals, and we go, once is not going to do it, so I'm going to, wet up the glass, and then I've got to, you'll just see we do it twice, and then we'll bring out the squeegee. Then you would use constructor brush across the corner, down, up to the corner and down, up, down, and then the fastest way to get this brush across that glass is the same way. So you would do it twice, and you're off. Now if that doesn't work, you don't want to go to 3 times. You want to change the brush, just like you would have changed the mop. You'd have gone to an Adderall or a Mungo with a porcupine, you have little nylon bristles in it. Or you've gone to a doodle bug, or you've gone to steel wool, or you'll go to a blade. But what you're trying to do is reduce the number of agitations so that you can clean the glass faster. So with Reach It, we could say, this is a really, really dirty piece of glass, so we'll go to a boar's hair brush. Yep, because boar's hair absorbs water, becomes soft, drags on the glass. This is not your go-to brush unless you're in the desert, Arizona desert. Right, you got that clay dust, the dew goes on it, then the sun comes out, dries it, then the dust comes on, then the dew hits it, then the sun comes out and cooks it. So you can't clean with nylon, clay dust, right? Clay dirt, clay rock, So what you'll do is you'll switch out to, hold that 2 seconds for me. You can switch out your brush. I think we're at disconnect, right? Good teamwork. Thank you. So we can switch out to a boar's hair brush, and we're going to use the same. Now I've actually gone to a 16-inch brush here, and you have a look how many less steps I have.
Look at this. Look at this.
So we make a 12 inch, 16 inch, 20 inch, 24 inch, 26 inch, 36 inches less. We have 36 inches soles now.
Tubing, I think is over here.
Doing more glass with each stroke. Yep, like that. Like that.
So, this is amazing. If you guys aren't doing conventions, you should do conventions just for this reason. I mean, look at the networking we're getting. I have all these people here. All these people. This is a demonstration and live event here for the, man, what is this? So it's a demonstration live event for Reach It. Perry's introducing 3 new poles, which are amazing. And we also have the second prototype of Richie Blue and Makers in combination with Reach It's Gunslinger, hanging out with Superb. So
following what we're doing. I'm just the first guy to go, you know what, maybe the traditional way is actually the fastest way to clean glass, like by hand, but not safely at heights. So we follow what you guys are doing now and give you the same tool but as a water pit brush. We're not
I got beer in the room. Look who's here learning with me. Just chilling. Look at the side. Look at the side, just for Richie. Look at the side. What's up there?
Like we sell direct. If I sold to a distributor, I've got to think about his interest, his mind.
You got Lee, got Peter.
Going on, man? He's in the Middle East. We're just thinking about getting a beer.
Let's go. So sometimes when you're at these events, I don't know if you, the hotel beers could be $5 a piece. So sometimes you got to improvise. We're in the middle of a demonstration. People are getting thirsty. It's hot out here, man. It's like 82 degrees in Florida. 6 inches of snow down there in Ohio. So instead of $5 a beer, it's my turn to do a beer run. Just come up to the room, grab those beers. Then I ain't got to get a beer for another 3.